بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
One of the greatest tricks of the shaitan is to make you pessimistic about the future. Nothing's going to work out, it's all going to be bad, nothing ever worked anyway, it's always going to fail. You become so negative that not only are you negative about your own self, your negativity becomes infectious. Even people around you. Somebody's happy about something, somebody graduated, you're like, yeah, but you're not really going to get a job. You just have to throw in some kind of negative, because, just our luck. Runs in the family, don't worry about it. And this is the pessimism of the devil. He wants that from you, because if a person is pessimistic, then how can they have pessimism and hope in Allah? How can they have pessimism and reliance in Allah? Then with what heart are they making dua to Allah? If they've already accepted defeat inside, then nothing's going to work out. Then they have no expectation from Allah. Then they're the most essential relationship we have with Allah, which is that of asking Him, having hope in Him. You cut that off. You're hopeless. And what is shaitan? By definition, he's hopeless. By definition, he's hopeless. And he wants you to become hopeless. Sometimes people are going to do terrible things to you. You haven't done anything to them. Sometimes you've done good for them, and they only do horrible things to you. Or somebody else. You see these things around you. And when this happens, your patience is going to be tested. Because you can read about patience. You can learn about it. You can listen to a khutbah about it. But if you're experiencing something, you're experiencing a kind of situation where you cannot understand why this is happening to you. Why is this happening to me? And then still know, لا تحسبوه شرا لكم بل هو خير لكم. Don't think this is a bad thing for you. There's good in this for you. There's good in it for you. If you can internalize that, then you've learned one of the most important lessons in the Quran. We have to take a step back sometimes and just look at Allah's plan and say, I submit to it. There is something good in it, in this life and in the next. And you know what? I'm going to accept that. You will ask Allah for a car, He may not give you. You can ask Allah for a house, He might not give you. You might ask Allah to cure your disease, He might not. Maybe He will, maybe He won't, because He knows what's better for you. But one thing guaranteed He will give you when you ask Him sincerely is His guidance. That He will give you. And when He gives you that, everything else is solved. Everything else is taken care of. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us people who truly, genuinely beg for His guidance. And may Allah make all of our difficulties, all of the challenges we have in our life, a means by which we draw closer and closer to Him and earn His priceless guidance. Don't use up space in your mind and in your heart thinking about people that have hurt you. Let it go. They're not worth it. You don't have to deal with them. You just have to do right by Allah. Allah will take care of the rest. You don't even have to make dua against him. You don't even have to bother thinking about him. But Allah Azza wa Jal takes care of him anyway. The Prophet ﷺ says, beware of ghadab. Beware of this thing that will make you ugly, that will make you sick. This want of revenge, this want of getting back at someone. It's going to make you sick. And then he describes it as a burning lump of coal. It's this burning lump of coal inside of you that burns inside the heart of the son of Adam. These are very profound words. What is inside our hearts? Inside our hearts is gratitude. Inside our hearts is patience. Inside our hearts is iman. Inside our hearts is all the good things that Allah wants to have inside of a human being belong inside the heart of a human being. If there's a lump of coal burning inside your heart, what's happening to all of those things? They're burning away. All the good that's inside your heart is getting burnt away by anger. He says, watch out for anger. It can burn everything else down. It'll tear everything else apart inside your heart. Don't lose hope that Allah will bring relief to you. Because people who lose hope in Allah bringing relief are none but the disbelievers. Only disbelievers and ungrateful people lose hope in Allah's mercy. Sadness and losing hope are not the same. Very easily when someone is sad, shaitan comes to them and says, there's no hope for you. Your life is over. Look at what's happened. This tragedy is the end of it. There is no light at the end of this tunnel. It's easy to drown somebody in that pessimism. But a believer, on the one hand, Allah Azza wa Jal gives him or her the license to express their emotions, to be able to feel the sadness and shed the tears. And on the other hand, Allah does not let them fall into hopelessness. On the other hand, once you shed those tears, you come back to Allah and you expect from Allah that He will see you through your problem. No matter how impossible it seems.